Evening, in a big controversy from Karnataka, several Dalit faculty members holding key administrative posts in the Bangalore University have threatened to resign, alleging caste bias. The professors have written to the Vice-Chancellor threatening to resign, alleging caste-based discrimination in appointments to statutory positions and denial of service-related benefits. They allege that for the past several years, Dalit faculty members at the Bangalore University have been shouldering multiple administrative responsibilities in addition to their academic duties. But they have observed that the university has been following a discriminatory policy in the recruitment to these statutory posts, particularly against the majority Dalit community within the university. In a letter to the Vice-Chancellor, Professor Dr. Jayakara Shetty, on the 2nd of July, 10 professors allege that despite having served in administrative roles for several years, which was additional to their teaching responsibilities, they are now being sidelined. They claim that there is clear discrimination against Dalits in the recruitment to the statutory posts. The professors, in fact, have threatened that if their demands are not met within a week, they will resign from their administrative positions. They also allege that the letter is a protest against systemic exclusion and denial of legitimate benefits that they are entitled to. The BJP, meanwhile, has slammed the Siddaramaiah government over this entire controversy. The Congress, meanwhile, has said they will look into the matter.
Dalit professors from Bangalore South University have written to the Chief Minister stating that they are not getting their due respect, their due promotions and the positions what they actually deserve in the university. This clearly indicates that Siddaramaiah is ill-treating Dalits and not giving them right funds and right respect in the way they deserve it, according to the Constitution of India. This is an insult to the Constitution of India.
Well, the CM and the Deputy CM should answer this. That if there is caste discrimination happening in Karnataka or other administrative domains of the Karnataka, then they need to answer that.
See, as far as the letter written by the Dalit professors is concerned, and I think the first thing is that the government will certainly look into this issue and examine the truth or the otherwise of the entire allegations. And I think the government has a deep concern and deep and abiding concern for the Dalits. And it's not possible under the Congress government of Karnataka to see that Dalits are in some manner discriminated. And if there is a genuine complaint about it, certainly the government of Karnataka will initiate action on this issue.
Now, remember, this latest controversy comes days after the Karnataka government faced massive flack over a CCTV footage of BBMP officials pasting survey stickers on households without actually interacting with the families and collecting their details. The state opposition flagged the footage to highlight the government's bogus survey, as they called it, calling it an anti-Dalit government. Let me introduce my guests on the show. GS Prashant of the BJP joining us this evening, Manish Kumar of the JDS, Manasvi Thapar, lawyer and political analyst, joining us, and Khaliur Rahman of the Congress party is also with us. Good evening and namaskar to all of you. Khaliur Rahman, let me begin with you. Academics facing caste discrimination and threatening to resign isn't what a reputable government would want, isn't what a reputable university would want. What do you think of this? Why do you think this is happening?
Yeah, good evening to you. Good evening to my co-panelists and to the viewers. In fact, because these allegations definitely, have to be looked into, and it's if it's a genuine, concern, then definitely the appropriate steps should be taken. And I want to, in fact, tell you that as for the Congress is concerned, Congress, in fact, is committed to the cause of the Dalits and the social justice. So, this matter, which has been now brought to the notice of the government through this, the professors, and these allegations definitely, would be looked into. And if it's found to be, true and genuine, then as I said, the necessary action and steps should be
But
taken.
why did it come to this point, Mr. Rahman, where academics, professors have to threaten to resign en masse?
No, sir, that's what. Because, see, as far the universities are concerned, because the Congress policy has always been, from the day one, not to interfere into, the affairs of the university and not to, politicize or, intervene. They leave it to the executive council, they leave it to the management of the universities. But if this discrimination is happening, then definitely, the Congress government will have to intervene into this. And a probe would be made. And as I said, if it is found to be genuine, then definitely, the action and the necessary steps should be taken. And we'll see to it that this discrimination will be addressed too.
Okay, GS Prashant, what do you make of this entire reasoning that has been given by the Congress party that, look, if these grievances are true, we'll look into the matter and there's no reason why we should make such a big deal about it?
Firstly, the hypocrisy of Congress is called out here. They're not even willing to believe that the concerns are genuine. They're only trying to now say that if at all they have concerns. Without concerns, why do you think the professors would write? Point number one. And Congress has never stood up for Dalit or Dalit's rights because it is evident from the way they treat then President Mallikarjun Kharge, who had to stand outside peeping through the door when Priyanka Gandhi was filing a nomination. And Mr. Mallikarjun Kharge, the Congress president, says that he has to consult the High Command. Who is the High Command if not the Congress president? Be that as it may. Come to the caste survey or survey what the Karnataka government is carrying out for SC/STs. What are they doing? Paid staff of the government or the agencies are merely pasting stickers without even conducting a survey in any of the houses to find out whether what is the rightful population of the SC/STs. This apart, when BJP government brought about the internal reservation for the Dalits, Congress is yet to implement it, which means Congress has never stood up for Dalits and they only want to insult them. They use them as vote bank politics, but they do not want them to come up or prosper. This is the reality that faces the Dalit students, that Congress has never stood by them and will never stand by them. And whatever Congress talks about social justice, that is only I would say...
Rahman, respond to what GS Prashant is saying. There are several instances, past, present, where, it has been seen that there is no real respect that has been given by the Congress party to Dalits and OBCs.
See, as for the BJP is concerned, BJP is, known for its lies. And these are the lies which, in fact, the BJP spokesperson is saying on the screen on
national media.
Yes, sir, misleading.
Was widely reported. This is
and now he's talking about
it is without survey. It's true. It is captured on CCTVs. Most media channels have aired it. And then the internal reservation, which is done by BJP, Congress is not implemented. Tell me which of these three things is false, and let us see. And the media has widely reported it time and again. Of these three things which I pointed out, now...
Okay.
Because BJP wants to politicize everything. They see the professor's allegation as an opportunity to politicize it, and then they bring in the other issues which are totally irrelevant. Actually,
so prove me wrong, Mr. Rahman. It is to you, your leader Rahul Gandhi and Sonia Gandhi.
Yes.
Prove me wrong on these three things what I've told.
No.
Prove me wrong. Let me see.
No, Mr. Rahman, look, you can accuse the BJP of politicizing any issue, but visuals don't lie, right? We've been showing our viewers how there were posters that were put out on households while carrying out that so-called caste survey where people weren't interacted with. There have been, facts, and these are not even allegations. These are not lies that people are reporting. There has been a situation where SC/ST funds have been diverted. 24% of the SC/ST funds were diverted under the Congress government.
25,000 crores.
See, because I would like to take you back to the BJP regime. And during the BJP regime, when you are talking about the funds, what was the budget which was allocated, and whether the funds which was allocated for the Dalits, where those funds were diverted, where the funds were utilized. The BJP is mum on that. We have asked many questions to BJP on that. BJP has got no answer for that. And now coming to the posters, coming to the posters.
No, GS Prashant, let him make his point.
Let it. Yeah, now coming to the posters, I think the BJP does not know how the survey work is carried out. The survey work is carried out by the, agents are the surveyors who go there first. They identify all the homes. They are given the list. They go and paste on the wall of the house. And next day the surveyor goes and takes. So this is the SOP, standard operating procedure of the surveys, which I think the BJP is supposed to know.
No, Mr. Rahman, there's no SOP that says don't talk to the people and carry out a survey. But let me bring in Manasvi into this. Manasvi, your first thoughts. What is your take on this entire controversy? Now, of course, unfortunate that these academics are threatening to resign because they feel discriminated against.
Good evening, Shreya. Thank you for having me on this such an important debate. I think it's not about BJP or Congress. It's about our country, our constitution, and justice for Dalits. In the last 5-10 years, what we have seen is incidents such as a 19-year-old Dalit woman is raped and then cremated without family's consent in Hathras. Then we have seen Dalit boys forced to crawl and eat grass in Odisha. Then we have seen in Gujarat that flogging of people in Una still haunts our national conscience. And now this incident in Karnataka, this is something which we cannot tolerate. This happens here is that the entire structure, the social fabric of our country gets weakened by this. And it's not about BJP and Congress. It's about collectively, subjectively targeting Dalits. And both the political parties have failed in this. The NCRB data says that 45,935 caste atrocity cases have been registered just in 2023, which means 18 cases are registered every minute in our country. These are registered cases. What about unregistered cases? We are standing in 2025, 21st century India, the largest democracy of our country, an economic power, our defense power. Still, Dalits don't get any kind of justice. The largest number of cases are being registered in UP, MP, Bihar, Gujarat, and all across our country. And while the ratio of conviction rate is less than 30%. Where is this? It's not about party issue. We have to be above political parties. We have to stop blaming BJP or Congress in this. The mandate has to come. The point of debate is now we are seeing professors. It has reached to the level of academics, education in our country where Dalits feel that they are not respected. They are not given equal opportunities. Okay. But we are too late in this. We are too late in giving justice. You have to stand over and above. Pinpointing individual incidents are not helping Dalits in our country. The data shows we as a country have failed to protect the integrity, the dignity of Dalits.
Okay, before I get the BJP and Congress to respond to you, let me also get in Manish Kumar into this. Manish Kumar, who's listening to the Dalits? They are saying that there is caste discrimination. There is, of course, the blame game still continues. But who's listening to the actual genuine concerns of the Dalit and OBC communities, particularly, of course, Bangalore University, since we're talking about it?
We condemn this act, and this is happening under the eyes of the Siddaramaiah government. This government is anti-Dalit. This government is cruel. They are not giving the picture of Dalit. And this is the complete betrayal of social justice. This government is anti-Dalit. As I told, they only want vote bank. They want to use them as a vote bank. They don't want to give them their share, what they deserve. And this is happening under the eyes of the government. The complete collapse in the Karnataka state for the last 2 years, how this government is functioning. This is the universal truth now. The two stalwart is fighting for the chair there now. Sarkar ka iqbal puri tarah se khatam hai. Everybody can do anything. We have seen in the Bangalore what happened. They started celebrating.
Okay, let me, Khalil Rahman, respond to what Manish Kumar is saying. There are, of course, concerns not just of what is happening at Bangalore University, but what has been happening under the government in Karnataka.
See, because I want to correct my friend here, because see, there is no disturbance in the Karnataka government, and the Karnataka government will last for 5 years, and Mr. Siddaramaiah will be there as the chief minister. So I think there is no need for any kind of speculations here. And now coming to the atrocities on the Dalits, I want to ask, especially the friend from the BJP, because BJP is in power for the last 11.
They are complete in a denial mode.
BJP is in power for the last 11 years, and the Dalits are being suppressed in all the states wherever the BJP is ruling, and BJP is ruling more than 90% of the country today. Yes.
You people have diverted the amount of SC/ST.
Okay.
No, that I want to correct you. That amount was not diverted.
How you people have done it?
That amount was used for SC only. That amount was not diverted. It was not used for any other community. I want to correct you.
This is the mindset of the Congress.
No, wasn't it used for the guarantee schemes of the Congress, Khalil Rahman?
They don't want to give the share.
For the Dalits only. Not for any other community.
So you diverted funds from the SC/ST funds for the Dalits and SC/STs and OBCs.
No, not for the OBC. It was, the Dalit fund were used for the Dalits only. And
for everybody else.
अरे भैया चोरी करते पकड़े गए तो उसमें क्या करेंगे आप थोड़ी बोलेंगे
one by one. Okay,
when you got
one by one. GS Prashant, make your point, then Manish Kumar, you make your point, and then Khalil Rahman will respond.
25,000 crores was exclusively earmarked, mark my words, exclusively earmarked for SC/ST welfare. What they have done, they have utilized the funds belonging exclusively to SC/STs for everybody else. They might have used it for guarantees, they might have used it for looting the people of Karnataka, they might have used it for other scams, but we don't know. But the funds which should have been used exclusively for SC/STs, I stress on the word exclusively, they have not done that. They are giving a answer saying that money has been used for SC/STs also, which means even other communities have benefited from SC/ST funds. This cannot happen. Is the moment you earmark the money for SC/ST welfare, you are supposed to spend it only for them and in that particular way alone. It is not up to the whims and fancies of Siddaramaiah and D.K. Shivakumar to divert the money like they wanted. They have indulged in enough and more scams. They have looked at the people of Karnataka. Now they are ensuring that Dalits don't get their due at whatever position they are in. Now look at the plight of the professors. What more can you expect? They have reached such positions, becoming professors in the university. That's not a small job. And even then, if they are being discriminated against, this repeatedly telling the government, what does it indicate?
Okay.
That Congress under Siddaramaiah and D.K. Shivakumar will never want Dalits to prosper.
Okay, Khalil Rahman, I'll go back to my first question to you. Why did the professors have to come to this situation? Why were they forced to write a letter where unfortunately academics of our country are threatening to resign because they feel discriminated on the basis of caste? I started with this. I still don't have an answer from you on that.
No, I gave you the answer. In fact, it's a matter of great concern. And definitely because these allegations can't be taken lightly. So the government definitely will probe into this matter and will definitely take the necessary action. And if anyone is found guilty of that, will definitely not be spared, will be punished. Because the government is the government has never interfered into the running of the university. It was left to the EC vice chancellors. So, and the Congress, in fact, never interferes into the running of any of the academic institutions because Congress gives the complete autonomy to the institutions.
Congress the secular fabric of the country.
It is the BJP. It is the BJP which has polarized. Yes, which has polarized the entire country on the lines of the religion.
Dalits don't get their due.
Yeah.
You have discriminated against Dalits at every pause in 1947 freedom struggle. After the freedom struggle, when you formed the first government under Nehru, till Manmohan Singh was the prime minister, with Sonia Gandhi remote controlling him, you have systematically ensured that Dalits have been sidelined in the Congress.
Okay. My last question to Manasvi. Manasvi, do you buy that, the kind of promises that come in from political parties, in this case, of course, the Congress government, saying that we will make sure that if there has been any discrimination, it will be taken care of. Those who have perpetrated this kind of discrimination will be brought to justice.
From BJP's UP or BJP's MP to Odisha to Congress's Karnataka, I don't think there is any real action happening. Apart from blame game, I don't see any real action for my Dalit brothers and sisters. It's very sad that the kind of blame game is still continuing. There is no end result. And that is what is taking our country down. And there is no mandate, there is no political will to bring Dalits to a level where they are equally treated. And it's very sad in 21st century India, we are still facing and debating on such issues.
All right, we'll leave it there. Thanks very much to all of you gentlemen, GS Prashant, Manish Kumar, Khalil Rahman, as well as Manasvi. Thanks very much for joining us this evening and, of course, sharing your perspective. Viewers, we will keep getting you more developments that take place, but unfortunate that academics of this country are now facing caste discrimination at the hands of what, seems like the Congress government in Karnataka.